Well, as the kids would say, it's been a minute since I've done a video like this. Man, well, after parking in one of the tightest parking garages I've ever parked in my life and walking nearly 2 blocks in the freezing cold, we finally made it here to the Pennsylvania Convention Center, which is home to the Philadelphia Auto Show. Now, I haven't been to this particular show in, God, I want to say almost 4 years. I think 2019 was the last time I was here and got to see some beautiful cars. I decided this time to come during the week instead of the weekend. This, I believe, is the last weekend it's here. It usually runs for 2 weeks. Phew, gotta catch my breath. It was freezing outside. The high was only about 30 degrees today, so.
But as you can see, even at 12:30 on a Friday, it's still pretty busy. I think a lot of people had my idea. Now they got a lot of different, stands here. They have all the different car companies are showcasing their newest vehicles. We are going to see some exotics here, and they do have a off-road track over down there, which we will go see as well. But we come up right here on the Ford stand, and they've got quite a bit of floor space here, including one of my favorite new cars, the new Bronco.
Now, for me personally, when I first saw the base model Bronco, I wasn't too crazy about it. That's the one right behind me here. I prefer the one right to my left here, or right to my right, that has the big oversized chunky tires on it. It's the more off-road version, or more off-road features to it. Forgive me, the last time I did a car show of any kind, a car event of any kind, I think was early 2020 over at Whitmore Chevrolet when the C8 Corvette came through. They were doing their open house up there, but so I'm a little rusty on this, but it is good to get out and see some cars again.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Then we got a couple other Fords here. We have your basic Ford Mustang, which I do like. They're not bad looking. I personally would rather have that one over there. With all the Teslas you see about, they're pretty much becoming a dime a dozen. I see so many of them on the road. I really do love the look of this Mustang Mach-E. This was kind of controversial when it first came out. A lot of people thought it shouldn't have the Mustang badge nor the Mustang name, but personally, I really like it. I think it looks 10 times better than a Tesla, but that's just me personally. And I love this baby blue color.
But I definitely want to sit in this thing and just see how roomy it is, how roomy it is, how comfortable it is, and to check out all the technology on the inside to see how it compares to a Tesla. I've sat in a Tesla Model S, I've sat in a Model X. They're pretty much the same, but I'm curious to see what the inside of this looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Well, that's kind of cool. So it has what a lot of neat cars have. I think I was actually having trouble trying to open it. It's just a basically push button, and it kind of pops the door open a little bit. That's already all the way back. Nope. I can't even fit in there, and the seat controls aren't working, but that's pretty neat. Got a huge screen. That does look a little tight on the inside though, especially in the back too.
I'm gonna walk around a little bit. It's a little bit different than what they had the last time I was here. It looks like they have this, I don't know, this is, looks like these are all EVs out here on this track. This is interesting. They didn't have this the last time I was here. It looks like they do have some kind of, road course where you can actually get in one of these EVs and drive around.
Now what's cool is that a lot of these vehicles you can sit in, and now this is more my speed. Oh yeah, that's better. Sitting in a brand new Ford F-150. Oh, I could get used to this. Yeah, as neat as I think that Mustang Mach-E is, I don't think that would work for me too well. I could probably fit in if I play with the seat controls a little bit, but yeah, this is nice and roomy for a big guy like me. So we come over to the Nissan pad here. We have quite a few people waiting to get in to sit in the new 2023 Nissan Z. This is the 7th gen twin turbo V6. And this is a wildly popular car for many, many years. And I love that blue.
Unfortunately, these days, at least for an old fart like me, all these cars eventually are going to be EV. We're going to be getting away from, internal combustion engines. But this car behind me, the Nissan 300Z, or I still call it the 300Z, the Nissan Z still comes with a manual transmission, which I got to tell you, I haven't driven one in a long time as far as a manual goes, but they are a lot of fun to drive. Just maybe not so much in stop and go traffic like what I hit when I came out here to Philly today. It is definitely a driving experience if you've never driven a 5-speed before or 6-speed manual transmission. They are in fact a lot of fun.
As we come over to the Toyota pad here, we got a couple of their off-road vehicles. We have a TRD, I think that's, I forget what that one's called. This is the Toyota Tundra, and I was looking at these online because eventually I would like to get a truck. I've been wanting one for a long time now. I absolutely love this color orange, and seeing this Tundra up front, this front grille right here is really really aggressive. I love it. Let's hop in and check this one out.
Ooh, all right.
I don't know. I may like this one better than the Ford.
And I like the interior too, and I love the big sunroof up there. That's really nice. This would be a lot of fun to take off-roading. And we got a ton of space in the back. So, yeah, full crew cab as they call it.
And then we have the smaller truck over here. This is the little brother to the Tundra. This is the Tacoma. And then we've got some other Tacomas, and I believe those are Land Cruisers, I believe is what they're called. I could be wrong, though.
Like I said, it has been almost 4 years since I've done, or almost, 3 full years since I've done any kind of automotive content. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear me okay, but I'll try to come over here where it's not as loud. But if you're wondering if I'm going to start doing a bunch of car videos again, the answer is no. I'm still going to do everything I love to do with the drones, trains, and exploring and sightseeing and whatnot. But every once in a great while, I would like to come out and do a video like this where I go to a car show or something that's a little bit different than what I normally do, just to kind of change things up a little bit. Because while I do love, everything railroad related, I do love my drone and stuff like that, I do enjoy a lot of different things in life, and I want to share those with you guys as well. Now, as much as I like that Ford F-150 over there and that Toyota Tundra and that new Mustang, growing up, I've always been a Chevy guy. My dad was a big Corvette guy, still is, so am I. He had one when I was a kid growing up, and it's my dream to eventually have one day. The one that I'm looking at right now is definitely one I would not mind having, nor I don't think anybody else in this convention center would mind having one either.
Now right here we have the brand new for 2023, the Corvette Z06. And this car has been redesigned a little bit from the from the regular CA. This is definitely more aggressive. We have a front splitter, has a wider body. We have the spoiler in the back. Now what makes this one special about any other version of the Z06 from Corvette in the past is that this has a flat plane crank V8. And when this thing revs, it revs and sounds like a Ferrari, pretty close, or even a Lambo.
This car is about chasing red lines, something I'm happy to do all day long. Oh my God. What?
This thing just screams. I believe this has 670 horsepower, naturally aspirated engine, no supercharger, no turbos, just raw power. And with the C8 generation, which came out back in 2020, this does have what's called the mid-engine, meaning it sits right behind the driver and passenger, and kind of sits almost right above the rear wheels. And I do believe this comes in what's called a spider version, meaning the roof will come off. It is a hardtop convertible. This one specifically is a hardtop, but it does have a removable target top. That centerpiece manually can be taken out. And we have glass covering the engine bay back there. And I want to say 0 to 60 in this car is under 3 seconds. Top speed probably in the coupe is close to, if not over 200 miles an hour. Just gorgeous.
So as much as I'd love to stay here and drool over this Corvette Z06, I got to make it around to the rest of the convention center here and check out what all different car companies. I know there's some exotics around here somewhere, but right here, in addition to the Corvette, we got a couple of really nice Camaros, and this one right here in this kind of baby blue color with no back seat.
Not sure if they put the seats in there just for insurance purposes or what, but and then we have a Camaro Club on this side over here. This is the South Jersey Camaro Club. We got this one painted up from Sully from Monsters Inc. And then we have the Lightning McQueen, I get livery, as you would call it, from the movie Cars. That's pretty cool. Oh, we have a beautiful, see, that's a 69 right there. SS396. Man, that is beautiful. Stunning condition, too, for that car. Well, it wouldn't be fair to sit in the Ford and not sit in the Chevy. Got a sunroof in this one. I actually have shift paddles on the truck. But really roomy. This is the Chevy Silverado, the Z71 off-road package. And this is the 2022 model. Love this red. And then one step up from, this is the Trail Boss, like I said, the Z71 Trail Boss. We have this guy right here. This is the top line model for the Chevy Silverado. This is the ZR2.
So as we make our way back to the back corner of this side of the convention center, sure enough, I found the exotics. and they have everything blocked off, so you can't really get too up close and personal. We can only see it from the outside, which I understand. A lot of these cars have a really high price tag. We have some Bentleys, Maserati, and then I think we have some Lamborghinis, McLarens, and so on and so forth down there. So I'll tell you what.
This right here, this is the Maserati Levante, and I actually had the privilege of driving one of these, and it was probably one of the funnest things I've ever driven.
Now, granted, I've never driven anything like I've never driven a Ferrari or a Lambo or a McLaren or any high-end car like that. I definitely want to someday, but that Maserati right there, that white one, that was a lot of fun to drive indeed. And I also drove an Alfa Romeo some years back.
And here we have an Aston Martin. I'm not sure if this looks like a DB11, but I love that matte black finish paint job there. That's probably like a $30,000 upgrade. I don't know if this is picking up on camera, guys, but this Maserati MC20 right here, the paint almost has like a pearl effect on it, where when the light hits it, it actually glows a little bit purple. And it's got that matte finish where it's not really that shiny. I really like it. And I believe the MC20 is new either this year or last year. That is a sharp looking car. And I bet you didn't know Lamborghini actually makes an SUV. This is the Urus that came out, maybe 4 years ago or so. Pretty nice looking. And I believe I got to sit in one of these some years back. They are pretty comfy. I mean, of course, they better be for $250,000. And then Aston Martin has a couple of SUVs. I think those are new this year. I don't remember seeing them until just today. So. But I think out of all these exotics, my favorite's this Maserati right here. I love it.
All right, so as we make our way past the exotics, it looks like the next section over here is the Auto Show Marketplace. Oh no, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Now we have some beautiful, like I said earlier, as much as I love like exotics that are behind me here, I really love classic cars as well. And we have some beauty sitting right here in this next section.
And just look at the engine and the detail in that. That is a work of art right in there. And I love the snake, the Cobra on the top is all welded together, nuts and bolts and washers. That's really cool. And this silver with the black stripe looks so good. And these are all local owners here. And we come over here, we got some nice Porsches. Beautiful GTS right here. I love, love, love that color. And I find that as I've gotten older, I really have a new appreciation for Porsche. I really love the look of them, the styling.
Now, with as cool as like Lambos and Aston Martins and Ferraris are, when it comes to the exotic car world and the high-end supercars, this is probably my favorite brand right here.
And that brand is McLaren. Now, this company right here is McLaren Philadelphia. They're not too far from here. They're out in actually the Westchester area. And they have held several open houses that I've been to. They're really great car dealership. And yeah, someday it may be cool to have something like this. But this is the McLaren 720S. This thing, I believe, when it was new, started at around $330,000, brand new. 720 horsepower, mid-engine, 4-liter twin turbo V8, 0 to 60 under 3 seconds, and just gorgeous looking. And this is McLaren's newest model. For right now, this the Artura, I believe is how you pronounce it, and it is their first hybrid, I believe. So it's got a 3-liter V6 mid-engine and also has an electric motor. 0 to 60, 2.9 seconds, 671 horsepower. Got a little information.
It's a hybrid though. It's got a hybrid mode. Not all.
Now, this is a unique one. This came out about a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago. This is the Elva, one of their concept vehicles. No windshield. Really neat, really sharp looking. So, 203 mile per hour top speed, 4-liter V8, 0 to 60, 2.7, 804 horsepower. Dry weight, 2,500 pounds. That is insanely light for as much power as this has. Sticker price, only $1.6 million. And if you guys notice, in the headrest there, you'll see that little insignia there. That is a Kiwi, because the name McLaren actually comes from Bruce McLaren, who is originally from, I believe, it's either Australia or New Zealand. And that is the, not like country bird or whatever. This is Maserati, the main line. It's all part of the RDS Automotive Group. So we have McLaren Philadelphia and then the Maserati dealership. But they got 2 more MC20s over here. And I love the dark gray with the blue brake calipers there.
And honestly, the only way they could have a track like this set up with cars doing what they're doing back there, that's what all that screeching is because they're electronic vehicles, they're EVs. We could not have Lambos and Ferraris and like old muscle cars ripping it up. Everyone in here would be absolutely deaf. But unfortunately, with these electric cars, there's no soul to them. There's no, I love that V8 sound. And even some V6s sound pretty nice. But, I know eventually we're all going to be driving EVs at some point. But, yeah, I'll drive a regular combustion engine car as long as I can.
Now, over on the other side of the merchandise over here, we have Hollywood Rides. These are vehicles from TV shows and movies. And for those of you that have Netflix and have ever heard of a show called Stranger Things, this is one of the vans from the TV show from the early, I believe, season 1. We have the creature from season 1 right there, the Demogorgon. And then over next to that, we have a character named Billy. We have his Camaro there, and then over in the over next to it, we have the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. We'll make our way over to the other side. We've got Norman Reedus' 1992 Honda CB750 from The Walking Dead. And then I believe this is from season 1 of The Walking Dead. We have Rick Grimes' sheriff car, or sheriff patrol car. And who can forget the family truckster? And over here we have the a replica of the Dodge Charger from Fast and the Furious. Screen used, so this was actually in the movie. And what car show wouldn't be complete without some Jeeps? We have a kind of an off-road course here for all the different Jeeps. Now that looks like fun.
Well, everybody, that wraps it up for me and today and this special video for you. I got about a 2-hour drive home, and I got to try and beat the Philly traffic out of here. It was a little bit crazy coming in. Not too bad. Hopefully I can beat rush hour, at least get past the skook and get back home and have dinner and whatnot. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this kind of video that I'm probably going to do every once in a while, leave a comment below. It's not going to be a regular thing, not a weekly or whatever. Just if this event actually popped up on Facebook, and I completely forgot about the Philly Auto Show, and I thought, you know what the heck, why not come out? And I had a great time today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up, and like always, we'll see you soon.